Hey guys, it's Sky bringing another video. So yesterday was a very difficult day for me. It's been very hard lately. Like I told you guys in my last video, my friend passed away during the Christmas holidays. Yesterday we had her funeral, and it was so hard being there and seeing her family just destroyed. The one thing I will say, when I was there, there was so many people there from different backgrounds, from different places, whether it was from her work, whether it was from bowling, whether it was from her family and friends, and I learned so many new things about her, so many things that I didn't know. I always thought she was a special person, somebody that really brought light to my life, especially when I felt surrounded by darkness. There was so many difficult times, so many times I was struggling, and every time I went to the bowling, every time I seen her, she'd take me off to the side and she would give me compliments and say positive things to me because she always believed in me, and that's why I tell people, try not to judge people, because yesterday was the perfect example for that. As much as I only thought good things about her, I learned even more better things about her that I didn't know before. I saw sides and heard stories from people there that, about things about her that I didn't know, and she makes me want to be a better person. She makes me want to make her proud. She believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Like I told you guys in the last video, her and her husband took me off to the side, and told me how proud they were of me, how much they respected me for, standing up for myself, to, want to be happy and to be something that a lot of people would criticize, and she always gave me a compliment of how beautiful I was, how special I was, and I don't want to ever let her down in that sense. There's two choices I can make. I can let this, situation with her passing affect me to a point where I just don't want anything anymore, like where I just let myself go. Or I can get up, fight through these struggles, and, surround myself by a more positive environment, strive for what she wanted for me, and believe in myself like she believed in me. And that's what I want to do, because I don't want to let her down. She really made me see something in myself that I didn't see, and I want to, really, improve myself for the better for that. I want to fight through my struggles. I want to, work on the things that I struggle with. She, seeing the stories about her and seeing what she was able to do for people, I hope I can do for people at, at one point in my life, because she changed my life. She's one of the people that believed in me when I thought I was alone. And, I can never, and I will never get a chance to express my gratitude to her and what she was able to do for me. I mean, she helped save my life. She gave me a reason to be here, and she made me realize that I was special. And we're all special. We all have a unique gift that we can give to this world to make it a better place. And, I want that. I want to, strive for something more for myself, because there was so many times where I didn't feel like I deserved anything, that I didn't deserve happiness. But I've changed a lot of my life. I've, really have become a better person. And, I want to continue that. I'm not going to ever be complacent with that. I want to do more for people around me. I want to help more people. I want to make people realize they're not alone in this world, that we all have struggles. But we're not alone. We have people in this world that care about us, that, see us for who we are, and that love us. So, and I'm going to continue to do that because of what she was able to do for me. I want to, do for other people. It was a very emotional day yesterday. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be being there, seeing pictures of her, hearing stories about her life, And, it was so difficult. But it was a very beautiful ceremony. There was so many people that got up there and talked about her. Myself, I wanted to go up there so bad, but it's just like, I don't know, I kind of fell off to the side because a lot of the people that went up there and talked was her family. And, as close as I was to her, as much as I've been around her since I was a little kid, I felt like that was their time to talk about her. Whether it was her daughter or her son or her grandchild, I didn't, part of me felt like, that was their time, so I kept it inside what I wanted to say, but, for the most part, I just wanted to go up there and just, get everyone to realize how many people she was able to bring together to celebrate, or not celebrate, to mourn. I shouldn't say celebrate. When I say celebrate her life, but mourn her passing. A lot of people, everyone in that room lost somebody that was part of their life. Somebody that made, their lives better. She brought more positivity in my life than I had. And I won't ever be able to replace that. But I can make that, into something where it makes me into a better person, and become stronger from it, instead of just letting it go to waste, what she was able to do for me. So, but I just wanted to go up there and, get people to realize how many people she was able to bring together, how many people up there from different backgrounds that said something so nice about her, and she was a special person. I wanted to go up there and talk about how, during a time where she could be critical of me, she stuck up for me. She had my back. She loved me still, even though I went through, a difficult time with the transition. She continued to believe in me. And during my transition and going through the years of struggles, she had always something positive to say, whether it was, commenting on social media about, my struggles and what she believed in me and how much she loved me, and I'm grateful for that. Unfortunately, I won't get to hear her talk anymore and hear her voice, and it calmed me down. It really made me see something in myself. I could be in a very down time or depressed, and I would go down to the bowling alley and I would see her, and she would say something and it'd make me feel so much different, so much better, and I won't have that no more, but, she will always be with me, and I wish her family, the best. I feel so terrible, I hope they stay strong and realize, how special their mom was, how special, she was as a wife, as she was as a mother and grandmother. She changed a lot of people's lives for the better. She made so many more people's lives filled with positivity. And she was special. And I just hope to be just as halfway as good as she was as a person, and do, good for people like, I want to do good for people like she was able to. So, and I want to continue to, leave a life like she had, lead a life like she had, and help people along the way. So, that I'm going to continue to, really strive for, a better life of, going towards what she believed I could do. So, yesterday was really difficult. But it was beautiful, and at the end of the funeral, they actually went outside and they had white doves, and they let them go. It was really beautiful. I've never seen that before. I've been to a few funerals, unfortunately, but that was the first time I've seen that, and it was really cool, and very emotional at the same time, but I don't want her passing to be in vain. I want to use that, as a thing to help me better my life, because I want to be a better person for her. So other than the funeral, I felt a lot better this weekend. Like I told you guys, I went to my endocrinologist and she was looking at my blood work and she noticed my thyroid levels were messed up, and she wanted to help me get my health back on track. And I wanted that for myself. Like I said, for the most part, before I just sucked it up and just like, I can get through this. I don't need anything. But I do. I wanted to get better care of myself. I wanted help. I wanted help with that. I wanted to figure out what was wrong with me. What was contributing to my moods. What was hurting me from, getting to where I wanted to be. So, when I went to pick up my prescription this weekend, I picked up vitamins. I picked up B12. I picked up D3 and other vitamins. So, I'm motivated on that to really, get back on track. I've always been really good in a sense with, my fitness and just staying in shape. But, during the car accident and just dealing with my back, I kind of got complacent in a sense, where, I wasn't eating the healthiest, I wasn't taking care of myself because I was in a lot of depression, and I'm, done with that. And, seeing, my friend pass away, and realizing that can happen to me or my mom, somebody I talked about in my last video, I realized how much, things can change in your life and how quickly, people could disappear. And, I don't want to take anything for granted anymore, and I realized that, this could be for a couple of days that I feel like that and I can go right back into being complacent. But, I'm going to fight through that. And I'm going to take this situation with her and make it into, as difficult it is, I want to try to turn it into something positive, something I could turn around to help others and to change my life for the better. So, hopefully I can continuously, start feeling the way I do today, because today I felt really good. My back felt good. My energy levels have felt good the last 2 days. So it's crazy because on Saturday, morning, that was the first time I took my thyroid medication, and I felt really good the last 2 days. So I don't know if that's just coincidence, but I'm going to continue to be strict on myself and to make sure I take my vitamins consistently, take my medication consistently, to hopefully hope that was the thing that was really holding me back. And obviously having a more positive mindset will definitely help. So, that's really what, I'm striving for. I want to open myself up more to, meeting people, whether it's friends, whether it's relationships. And I have, the last week or so, I kind of, talked myself into putting myself out there more, into, giving people a chance. But not only that, I want to, develop relationships with friends too, and I think that hurts me a little bit too, because I don't have very many friendships with women. I have people on my streams that I talk to on there. I have, people on social media, but I don't have anything in my personal life where I can go out with them and have a good time. So hopefully I can start meeting people and just, putting myself out there more to, just enjoy life. Go out there and have fun, and to, develop memories that, I haven't had before, and I don't want to take my life for granted. I don't want to waste the last I shouldn't say few, because that's not what I really meant. I just don't want to waste the last years with my parents. I want to make it special. I want to get to a point where I have those memories. So if anything happens to me or them, we have those good times together, and I have stuff to look back on. Or, I want to change the mistakes I made in the past, or when I, was stubborn and I didn't allow people to get close to me, or I didn't, allow people to be there for me. And that's the biggest thing I want to change this year, and hopefully start dating again, like be in a relationship, because I've been so stubborn the last few years that I, haven't allowed anybody close to me. And if somebody did show interest in me, I kind of didn't let it get to a point where I felt vulnerable, but, I'm tired of being scared of rejection. I'm tired of being scared of losing people. It's happened to me in the past with the beginning of my transition, with whether it was family or friends. I care so much about people that sometimes my emotions can really get the best of me, to the point where I just feel broken. And I feel like as many struggles as I've been in, and situations where have been really difficult for me, it has made me so much, it make me more mature into a stronger person. So I can, be the victim and complain about my struggles, or I can use those situations that I were in that were difficult, and learn from them, and become a better person and more compassionate people for others because of what I've been through, and be there for them, and allow people to know that they're not alone, that everyone has struggles in this world, and not to be overly strong, because it's okay for everyone to be vulnerable at times. It's when we push people to a point where they feel broken because they're struggling, and they feel like they can't struggle because they're supposed to be somebody that they're not. And I just want you guys to know you're not alone. That we all have struggles. I've been going through so much myself, but I've always wanted to push through it. I've always wanted to continue to fight through those things, so I can make things better in my life, and strive for things that I've always wanted, and to hopefully help people fix the things in their life that they're struggling with. I don't want people to be alone like I was. It's a depressing life, and it's okay. It's okay to have times where you're alone and have that time for yourself, but it shouldn't be a constant thing. And for me, it's been like that. There's been so many times where I just fell into depression because of the loneliness, and the last time was when I was sick on Christmas and New Year's. So and I want to fix that for the better. I have become a stronger person, more confident person, but I've also become a person that's filled with more compassion. And every day that passes by, I'm learning so much more about people, and having a sense of understanding for others, even if they're not the same as me, even if they don't go through the same emotions. And I hope to continue to, share my story with you guys, to, keep you guys up to date with, what I'm going through with my medication, with my vitamins. And so if you guys, going through the same type of thing, you guys can see, my road to the changes I've made, and make people realize that everyone, can fix the things that they're going through to live a more positive life with happiness. I don't know what my future holds, but I do have, I see a path, I see a road, to a happy life, and I'm just going to continue to strive for that, and follow that path to hopefully have it lead me to a place in the world where I feel like I finally belong, instead of feeling lost. So I want to share with you guys, what's been going on, my hormones. I've been feeling good on that sense too. So, this new hormones that I've been using, it has been good, but I'll keep you guys up to date with that. Hopefully I can continue to start feeling good. I actually playing in my first softball tournament on February 3rd for the first time in a long time. I've been out of softball since October. So we'll see what happens with that, and seeing if, after that tournament, how my back feels. I just know I need to start getting out there and start, getting back into what I enjoy doing, to, not only that, but I do want to get my health better and, stay active. So that's another reason. So hopefully I can get back out there and feel comfortable and confident, and just, get back on track with, the things that made me happy. I'll continue to share that with you guys. And hopefully I can stay consistent with these videos and put them out there for you guys, because it's been 3 weeks since, well, I put the other video I had out today, but the video before then was 3 weeks ago, so hopefully I could be more consistent with that for you guys. But I hope all of you guys have had a great week, and I hope you guys have, a great week ahead. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, it helps me out. If you want to know more about my life, subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next video.